Yeah, RDC was an incredible training ground for me. RDC has incredible teachers. It had an incredible acting program for me. It still does, and I think it gave me the confidence, certainly, to head to a giant city and believe I could do this as a profession. And so without that training, I would certainly not have had the confidence to do this at all. And like I said, acting is a very humbling profession. So I've certainly had very large highs in my career where I have been working a lot, and I've had lows where you're just auditioning and just absolutely nothing is coming from any of the auditions. So that's just the life of an actor, and it's the life of all of my friends, really, that that I know down there. And it's just you get used to that being what your life is. But I think having worked at all gives you the confidence to keep going, because you always know you're just one yes away from having another really great project. And projects like Camera Obscura remind you, when you're doing them, how much you love your craft and how much acting means to you. And so for me, it's almost impossible to give up, even when it seems impossible. Well, when I first had approached this subject with my parents and said I wanted to be an actor, my mom said to me, well, someone has to make it. Why can't it be someone from Red Deer? And that's exactly it in a nutshell. Someone has to make it. So, if you believe in yourself and you believe, in fact, that this is truly the right path for you, then I sort of feel like a racehorse has to run. And if that means you should be in Vancouver or Toronto or Calgary or LA or New York or wherever that might be, I think you have to follow your own path and your own truth. And you have to know that really high highs may come and really low lows may come, and that it is almost debilitating at times to be an actor, but at the same time it can be the most rewarding profession in the world. So I'm a big fan of following what it is that makes you happy, and I think for me it's certainly been this path. Auditions are an exercise in rejection. There's no question about it. You have to, it's the only job in the world where you can not be hired based on the size of your ass or the color of your hair. I mean, it can really, any other job you're trained to do it, and you can go find a city probably that will hire you for that specific job. Acting is the only job where you can be the best in the room unequivocally and absolutely not get that job. And that's a frustrating process for everyone who does it. But if you are the best at what you do, preparation will meet opportunity eventually. And when it does, that will be your moment. And acting is totally a business. I mean, anyone who doesn't recognize that certainly does not understand it. I mean, you are only as popular as your last show, and you are only as great as your last audition, and it is absolutely a business. The people you have that represent you, the people that go to bat for you in your negotiations, this is all a business, and everybody is remembered for every single thing they do, whether it be positive or negative. It's a very small world in Hollywood, and most of us know each other in some way. And so it is a business, totally.